I'm just going to say it right now. This whole story is absolute goddamn nonsense.
The Conor McGregor rape saga has taken a shocking new twist, one that favors the Irishman more than the woman who accused him of sexually assaulting her during the NBA Finals. The alleged victim claimed that McGregor had his security team force her into a men's restroom, where McGregor allegedly forced her to perform oral sex on him before attempting to sodomize her after pinning her against the wall. The woman also claimed that she somehow managed to flee. Things went from bad to worse for McGregor when TMZ released a video of him leading the alleged victim into a men's restroom. But here's the twist. In a new video released by TMZ, the woman and McGregor can be seen chatting at a club just half an hour after the alleged sexual assault took place. In Michael Chandler's words, it's all pretty fishy. The new footage has made many sympathize with McGregor and deem the allegations as false. Michael Bisping is one of those who side with the Irishman.
Conor McGregor accused of forcing himself onto somebody. I'm just going to say it right now. This whole story is absolute goddamn nonsense. Apparently he's forced a woman into the toilet, then she's elbowed her way out. Listen, we know McGregor's lost 3 out of his last 4, but however, I reckon he could take that little woman on.
McGregor's attorney told Ariel Helwani that the allegations are fake, and the UFC star will not be intimidated. Francis Ngannou is very confused because of Tyson Fury's back and forth with Jon Jones and the UFC. But before we find out more, please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications. Thank you. Tyson Fury recently made a shocking revelation that he has a hybrid offer from the UFC to fight the promotion's heavyweight champion, Jon Jones.
There's talks of me and Jon Jones doing a hybrid fight as we talk right now. I received an offer from the UFC yesterday, so you never know what's going to happen. The future's bright for sure, and there's a lot of options out there. And it seems at the moment I'm struggling to get an actual boxing opponent. I think Mauricio Suleiman, the president of the WBC, did an interview podcast recently, and he said Tyson's a victim of his own success. He's that good. People don't want to fight him. They'd rather fight somebody else. And that's what I'm experiencing right now. I think I've called out everybody in the top 15 in the heavyweight division in the last 6 months. And I'm still without an opponent as we speak today.
What in the world, Tyson Fury? Is the Brit trying to play games? Doesn't seem so, as Jon Jones reveals that the talks between him and Fury are very real, according to Fight Oracle's tweet. Quote, "I just ran into the GOAT Johnny Bones in Atlanta. The talks between him and Tyson Fury are very much real. He showed me the text messages between them. 1 boxing fight and 1 MMA fight. John wants a money fight and has no issues going into Lion's Den against Tyson in a boxing ring first." Where does Francis Ngannou fit into all of this? It's confusing the hell out of the Cameroonian.
I have seen a lot of comment from Tyson Fury. At this point of stage, I'm a little confused. I don't know if it's like enjoying doing comment or enjoy fighting at this point. But anyway, as I said, I'm here and I'm ready. So, and my team been working on like getting in touch with him, with his team, which so far we are not there yet. But yes, we are in a conversation.
Ngannou thinks Fury should stop bouncing here and there and sign that dotted line if he's really about that life.
It's what I wanted. It's always what I wanted, but apparently Tyson Fury is pretty good and like bouncing here and there. I don't know exactly, but I'm here and I want that fight. So whenever he really wanted, I'm here.
So you'd be happy to take that as your first boxing match?
It's been like 3 years that we've been going back and forth on social.
Ngannou is in no man's land right now, despite signing a lucrative deal with the PFL. He wants to make his boxing debut this year, but Fury seems pretty non-serious, while Deontay Wilder, who actually wants to fight Ngannou, is being linked to Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Should Ngannou return to where he belongs? The Predator recently had a friendly face-off with Jon Jones at PFL 5, where Ngannou was present because obviously he's the promotion's star, and Jones was present to corner his teammate Maurice Green.
That's right.
Dana White isn't a fan of cross-promotional fights, but should he do a one-off between Ngannou and Jones? Is Charles Oliveira dating pop queen Taylor Swift and rapper Ice Spice? The former UFC lightweight champ found himself caught up in a whirlwind of rumors that he was romantically linked to a couple of musicians. A Twitter user falsely quoted Full Violence and claimed that Oliveira and Ice Spice were dating. Oliveira was low-key shocked and responded by saying, "What?" Journalist and broadcaster Ben Davis came up with his fake story as well, claiming that Oliveira was dating Taylor Swift. Oliveira was a good sport about the rumors and asked fans to stop trolling him because he doesn't want to get his butt whooped by Mrs. Oliveira. Clearly, Charles Oliveira is the people's champion, and his interactions with MMA aficionados are low-key hilarious. He's an absolute star. And the next time Oliveira steps inside the cage, he will likely be facing an old demon in Islam Makhachev for the UFC lightweight championship. Faraz Zahabi thinks the Brazilian's wild and exciting approach won't work against the Dagestani.
It wouldn't work against Makhachev. Makhachev would put the pain on him. Makhachev would possibly even sub him. He should have been in there showing us he can beat a Makhachev. He just showed us that, look, if I fight Makhachev, it's not going to be that exciting of a pre-fight analysis or a build-up to the fight. It might not be because he kind of looked like he's doing the same formula. I don't think it works against Makhachev.
Will Charles Oliveira reclaim the belt? Keith Peterson is making headlines for all the wrong reasons once again. 3 years after he was accused of officiating the bantamweight title fight between Dominic Cruz and Henry Cejudo while under the influence at UFC 249. Allegedly, Peterson smelled of alcohol and cigarettes. Did lightning strike twice? Peterson reffed the UFC Vegas 75 prelim fight between Daniel Argueta and Ronnie Lawrence. Early on in the fight, Argueta snapped a mounted guillotine, but Lawrence was doing okay as he jerked his hand away, making a motion that almost resembled a tap. Thinking it was indeed a tap, Peterson stopped the fight. Dominic Cruz, who was commentating, instantly fired shots by calling the referee, quote, "the all-nonsense Keith Peterson." Minutes later, Daniel Cormier backed Cruz in a tweet, and I quote, "That's actually absurd. The official makes a terrible mistake and calls a fight when it's clear the kid didn't tap. I agree with Dominic Cruz. There needs to be something done. You can't make that type of mistake. But that hand was ready to tap. All he had to do was wait." Jose Aldo is set to make his return to the boxing ring against Argentina's Esteban Gabriel Espindola on July the 2nd in his hometown of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. After parting ways with the UFC in 2022, Aldo made his professional boxing debut earlier this year in February, beating Emmanuel Zambrano by decision. He was then linked to a fight against Floyd Mayweather, but that never happened, so he fought a former foe, Jeremy Stephens, instead, with their fight ending in a majority draw. For Aldo, building his boxing career by taking on easier challenges is the way to go right now. Quote, "I want to build a career in boxing like everybody does, to start against easier opponents and earn experience until I get there. But given the name that I have, it's hard to take the same path everybody else does. We're trying to choose the right fight. Jeremy was way heavier than me now. I was at 157 pounds when I went to the arena on fight night, and he was over 177. There was a huge difference." Anderson Silva is in talks for his final MMA fight, which is expected to take place in Japan. Silva, who is currently finishing up a couple of movie projects, revealed details of his next fight by saying, quote, "I'm now focused on these 2 projects, and pretty soon we'll have something nice regarding fighting. We're in talks with Japan for a possible last MMA fight in Japan. It makes all the sense. I started my career internationally there, so we probably want to end it there too. Let's see if that happens." Where do you rank Jose Aldo and Anderson Silva in the MMA GOAT debate? We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's stories, so please write to us in the comments. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of MMA and boxing, please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.